Hi there, it's Margie from Bumbles and Fairy Tales, and I'm here with a quick book haul. Things have been extremely busy around here, and kind of falling behind on everything lately. So I want to show you what I got last week real quick. So I'm going to start with some review books that I received last week. And the first book that I received is The Sweet Dead Life by Joy Preble. This comes from Soho Press, which is an imprint of Random House. The minute I saw this book, I just fell in love with the cover. The cover is so cool. I just love that. This book is about a girl named Jenna who is 14 years old and she's always sick. Jenna's father has walked out on the family and the mom is kind of depressed. She hides out a lot in her bedroom and doesn't really do anything for them. So her older brother takes care of her and tries to do his best to keep them afloat. Until one day when Jenna gets really sick and she needs to go to the emergency room. Her brother takes her and they get into a really bad car accident on the way there. When Jenna wakes up, she finds out that her brother has died, but she finds out in the most peculiar way. He actually tells her. He comes back as an angel, and he tells her that he has a mission, and his mission is to help her. And the reason why he was sent back to help her is because she's not really authentically sick. Somebody is poisoning her. So his mission is to help her figure out who is poisoning her and why. Why is mom so depressed and why did dad leave? There's a huge mystery surrounding everything and they have to figure out what's going on before Jenna actually dies. Sounds really good. I mean, there's a lot of humor in here too. I mean, the story sounds really sad and probably will be tissue-worthy moments, but there's a lot of humor in it too. I mean, on the back, there's a quote, and the quote is, "I found out 2 things today. 1, I think I'm dying, and 2, my brother is a perv." So I'm really looking forward to this and can't wait to find out what it is that's going on with Jenna. Another book that I received for review is Dear Cassie by Lisa Burstein. This is a companion novel to Pretty Amy. I'm on the blog tour for this, so definitely stop by. I think it's in about 2 weeks from now that it starts. And the last book that I received for review last week is Requiem, the 3rd book to the Delirium series by Lauren Oliver. This book came out today, March 5th, and I've already read it. The moment I got it, the next day, I just sat down and read the whole thing, and at first, I have to admit, I wasn't really liking it because it is told from 2 different point of views, and I wasn't liking one of the point of views until about halfway through the book. And let me tell you, so much happens in this book, so much goodness. The ending, I shedded tears. It was so good. I really enjoyed this series, so definitely look for this. All my reviews and everything is going to be up this week because the end is here for Epic Reads and I'm a part of that, so definitely stop by. I'm going to have a giveaway for it too, so definitely stop by and check it out. So I won a couple of books this week too. One of them is The Revenge of the Girl with the Great Personality by Elizabeth Eulberg. I am so excited to read this. I am so excited to have this book. And she was so kind enough to also sign it for me and send me a bookmark matching. I'm so excited for this one. It sounds wonderful. And I love the cover. I didn't at first, but it really grew on me and I really love the cover and it looks even prettier in person. Oh, and the inside is even lovelier. Look how cool that is. Isn't that pretty? So, a big thank you to Elizabeth for that. And I won some books from Kim Harrington. First is The Dead and the Buried by Kim Harrington, which I've heard really great things about this one. I believe it's about a girl who moves into a house and she believes it to be the perfect house, but then some strange things start happening, and then when she finally starts school, she finds out that one of the students from the school passed away inside the house. And her ghost is haunting the house now. So I think it was ruled to be a suicide, but it wasn't. I believe she was murdered. So I think the ghost is trying to reach out to her to try to figure out what really happened to her. And this one's signed too. So excited. And along with that, I also won from her Revel by Maurissa Guibord. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce it. This sounds amazing too. The cover is absolutely gorgeous. This is about a girl whose mother, I think, passes away, and she goes back to her mother's hometown, which is like on this secluded island where it's not even on the map. And she finds out that some strange things happen there, and not many people get to leave the island. And the longer she stays, the more things she finds out. And not only humans live on this island, monsters live on there too. That's just about what I got from this book so far. So I'm wondering what kind of monsters live on here, and the cover is just gorgeous. I mean, it's like, I think it's somebody probably trying to walk through the water with their head out of the water. I don't know. It just looks so, so pretty, and it sounds amazing. I can't wait to read this one. So thank you to Kim Harrington for sending these to me. Then I also got 2 ebooks last week. One of the ebooks that I got last week is called Reinventing by Darian Wilk. This is an adult novel. This one was a freebie, but it's now on sale for only $2.99, so it's not a bad price. It's a really good, kind of like a chick lit kind of book. Reinventing Claire is about a woman whose life pretty much explodes on one day. All in the same day, she gets fired from her job. Actually, she gets laid off from her job, and then she goes home thinking her husband would be taking her out to dinner and having a nice time, and instead he tells her out of nowhere that he wants a divorce. Claire did not see this coming. She thought everything was fine. Yes, they've been struggling to have children, but there was no indication that he did not want to be with her. She thought they were completely in love and that they were going to be together forever. So in one day, her life just kind of like flip-flops over, and she's now getting a divorce, looking for work, looking for a place to live. She has to move back home with her parents. So she's now determined to reinvent herself. She is out looking for a different kind of job. She's decided to join the dating scene, and it's really fun and really relatable, and the humor is in there, and also a couple of sappy moments, and obviously she does meet somebody, but that's all a bunch of ups and downs too. It's a lot of fun, so it's definitely worth the $2.99 to pick up, or unless you want a paperback, the paperback's available too. Another ebook that I picked up last week is called Saving Juliet, and this is by Suzanne Selfors. I've been actually eyeing this book for like over a year now. I've been meaning to pick it up. I see it on the shelf all the time, but can never bring myself to pay full price for the hardcover or the paperback. But I've been wanting to read it for so very long, and finally I noticed for Kindle they only had it for $1.57, so I had to cave in and buy it too. I'm not even sure what it's about. I love and adore this cover so very much. So if you guys know about it and are interested in getting it, it's only $1.57. Better run and get it now. And then our local library had a library sale about a week and a half ago, and we picked up a few books there too. My husband even picked up books, and he's not a reader either. He picked up about 2 or 3, but don't even ask me where he put them because I can't find them to show them to you. So I'm just going to show you what me and the kids got. So I was able to pick up a copy of Have a Little Faith, which is a true story written by Mitch Albom. Have a Little Faith is about a 80-something-year-old rabbi who approaches Mitch Albom to write his story, and he doesn't really know him that well, so he decides to get to know him, and in the process he bumps into other people, other rabbis and priests and things of that nature, and learns about their backgrounds and histories and what they've been through to get them to where they are. There's a lot of religion involved in this book, and from different perspectives. It says in here that he not only gets to know the rabbi, but he also meets a Detroit pastor, and he also meets other people from Christian, Jewish, African American, white, impoverished, and well-to-do people while going through all the churches and synagogues and stuff like that. So there's a lot of religion, a lot of things going on in here. It sounds really good because it is all based on his real experiences with all these people. So I knew I had to pick it up and see and finally read it. Also at the sale, I was able to pick up My Sister the Vampire, The Lucky Break, and this is by Sienne and Mercer. I believe this is like the 4th, 5th, maybe even possibly the 6th book in the series, but they kind of standalones too, so I'm looking forward to finding out what the series is about. Every time we go have a Scholastic book fair at the kids' school, all the little girls are always running over to get the latest one. So I'm really curious to see what the hype is about. Of course, my little guy had to add to his collection and get the latest Fly Guy book, Hooray for Fly Guy by Ted Arnold. And my oldest picked up a really cool book. It's called The Dragon's Eye by Dugald, a steer, and this is the first book in the Dragonology Chronicles. The cover is super, super cool. You gotta see it a little close. It's kind of like a wrinkly kind of texture to it, kind of like real dragon skin. And all I know is that the book's about dragons, and he promises to tell me what it's about when he's done with it, since I don't have time to read it right now. And that's it for us last week. Hope you guys had a great week too. Please leave your comments and links down below. I'd like to see what you guys have been up to and what you've added to your shelves too. Thanks guys, and I'll see you soon. Happy reading.